Okay, welcome to this webinar on how to become more grounded and centered. And I created this webinar especially for Pilates instructors. But as I was thinking about it, I thought, well, you know what? It's actually something that's good for just about anybody who's walking around in relationship to other people who are walking around and having bodies. So these tools were tools that have been actually a part of my life. Even as a dancer, we had to learn how to center and focus and how to be grounded and how to sense and feel when we're when we lose our focus. Like if you were to do pirouette, you have to be centered and focused. I didn't really realize how important those tools were until much later when I started studying a little bit more about this energetics of what is being present and having a business and learning how to manage a business, but also in the studio with clients and have to shift gears from being at the computer or working on a project or doing taxes or those kind of things that are so fun, to shifting gears to being able to come into the studio and be a part of the alive, artful connection that happens when we're present with our client. It's like a whole different headspace. So I had to get really good at that early on. And I started studying with several teachers. And you know how life is when you have the question of how do I do this? Somehow life shows up with the right answer or a teacher somewhere along the way to show you how to do it. So I've had a lot of teachers. I won't go through all of the list of teachers, but I've been wanting to bring these practices a little bit more forward for a while. And it was inspired by actually a couple of you on the call who were actually curious and asking questions. So that was like, okay, maybe the time is now. And then also right now in our culture, just we all need it a little bit more right now. So these are really simple tools. And with that, I'm going to just go right into what is grounding and centering first. And they're kind of two different things. And you can kind of enter them from one or the other. So my suggestion is that you walk barefoot on the grass or on the sand or be outside. That's grounded. That opens up electromagnetic energy. This is science. So it's not really woo-woo, although it may sound kind of woo-woo. It's really scientifically based information. You can look it up and look up earthing and grounding and see what you can find out about it. I also have some mats in my studio that are plugged into the wall, into the grounding plug in the wall, which helps to ground. So these are like real things you can do to help the body's just the electromagnetic energy that gets built up in the body to surrender. And you don't have to have those tools. Tonight, we're going to practice a way of grounding with using our mind, our imagination, and intention. But that's where centering comes in. Because the centering part is the way that we use our mind, which is electromagnetic energy. The mind is electrical, the body and the emotions and the water is magnetic. So when we learn how to use our mind in a narrower, focused way, we just let go of those things that we don't need to be thinking about right now. And we just bring it into present time. That's the pathway into centering. And you can look up centering on the internet. There's all kinds of teachings from different cultures and writings that can really enhance what I'm giving you right now. And that's what we're going to start with. And there's some other words that I'm going to throw in with centering and grounding. The first tool we're going to do tonight is just centering. And before we do that, I'm going to pause the recording. Ting, 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 ting.